Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to another installment of Tewsday Newsday. I need a hollow echo sound when I say that. Well, last week we talked about the new penetration meta and Golem coming back. I'm going to add context to that and some examples. I've been doing a lot of testing over the last couple of weeks. We're going to talk about the 14-day event ending. I hope all of you guys got that new Shura chest plate, and some great events came along, right? Rogers, buy one, get one troops. Some old T12 builds are still really freaking good, like Full Metal and pure accuracy and HP gear. I wish I would have done that, but frankly, I never had Tier 12 with Full Metal in real game, so that's why I didn't really want to do the Full Metal Peak Contest build. Anyway, I'll talk about that too. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about Wild Rose penetration versus Titans. We've always known that Wild Roses hit half as hard as Titans. Now, I was messing around with a few builds in Peak Contest. Mostly, it was kind of this ghillie build that was using Wild Rose, Wrath Helmet, which is kind of a defensive helmet, pants, which were the Overlord pants, which were mostly damage pants with a lot of crit damage, which I didn't need that much crit. And then the chest piece Void for dodge. Now, Void stays the same, but I am going to change all the rest of the pieces. And this graph over here, I know, it's spreadsheet graph videos, it's Tewsday Newsday, you guys aren't signing up for this, but it's real simple. In each one of these, I just add more damage gear, and I'm using the new Tier 12 troops. And what I found is that I was able to take my damage from on average 100,000 a hit, all the way up to 400,000 a hit. But I was barely able to get from 100,000 to 200,000 with penetration gear. I had to get pure damage pants back with Maduel, Devastation helmet instead of the Wrath helmet, and then once I was able to get my penetration weapons up to 30 to match my Titans, my damage was at 220 with penetration and pure damage gear. Then I drop on double Titans just to see what would happen, and sure enough, I was doing almost double damage. So even with the new Tier 12, Titans are still the better build with Ghillie, and that's because Ghillie is and these stats are with regular hits, right? Geminis and regular hits, and then the red is the non-violent resistance. You'll notice that there's a diminished return on the penetration gear because Ghillie's already ignoring a bunch of stats when she does non-violent resistance, and penetration don't stack. So the point is that if you're going to use the new penetration build that I talked about with Golem last week, you want to use penetration gear with commanders who scale attack. Like Golem is the quintessential, gains huge attack damage, and then penetration helps him ignore his opponent's stats. For commanders that already ignore his opponent's stats, like Vega and Ghillie with their breakdown and nonviolent resistance, you just want to stack damage. You're already breaking through that initial armor. Now you need the damage to back it. So stacking penetration on Ghillie and Vega doesn't seem to be the way to go. It really seems like that the penetration meta is still for the super late gamers, and even then, and still don't hate the old Tier 12. It just seems like a viable option. More on that is coming. More examples are needed. If you want to share those with me, please do in line. Let's talk about Patreon, right? These episodes are brought to you by Patreon. If you sign up for the $15 club, you get the mug. I think we're down to 40. We have the Zenith series posters for 3 months of membership. No extra payment on that. Once you're on your third month, you get this poster, high def, 11 by 17. Get a nice frame for it. Delivered right to your house. And then the 95 patrons get the Techman Moonstar poster. We still don't have 95 patrons. One day we will. And then I'll look back on these videos and I'm going to keep advertising the Techman Moonstar poster. And people are like, well, there's no more posters? What happened? Anyway, thanks to all the patrons who make this channel possible. You guys are great. All right. Did I miss anything? All right, that's enough Patreon. Let's talk about the event. This event was so great. Okay, so the new Tier 12 came out. Not a lot of people had it yet. Now people do have it, including myself, and training costs are half. So I've been toying with this repurpose idea, and I just did a video on how to buy a ton of resources, so you're going to see why I have so many resources. But I'm going to go ahead and just start burning through some of these so you guys know what I'm doing. I did a repurpose video already today, or earlier this week. So what you'll see is that you pretty much want to build Tier 12 plus out of your existing Tier 11, Tier 12 if you're not going to use them anymore. Because your resources are tied up, the cost to repurpose them, yes, it's high, but because unlimited crystals are the thing you have to pay money for. You can't get these for farmed on the map. They're easier to get now with pure crystals and stuff and time and space war, but the hardest reagent to get is the crystals. And the fact that cash is here, that's just because they want to make the third resources more useful. Gas, electric, cash. But I'm going to be repurposing a ton of these, right? and then I'm going to be building straight up new tier 11. I could repurpose my existing tier 12, and it takes, you know, wait, you get 2 for every one because of the resource cost. Watch the video on that if you want more breakdown on that. But I'll still use that old tier 12. What I won't use is the old tier 11. So that's why I'm going to be dumping that. I'll leave the rest of this stuff here. I mean, I could repurpose it, but I won't for now. If you're interested in how to get a ton of resources, watch that video. It's kind of a scandalous video. It's coming tomorrow, I think. I think I'll do that video tomorrow. People are going to be asking about that video. Maybe we'll do a premiere, one of those stupid premieres where it counts down for 2 minutes, the music plays, and everyone goes, is this live? Is Melt filming this live? Check that out tomorrow morning. Let's do that. That'll be fun. If I don't do it, everyone's going to be mad. What else? Did you guys get your Shura chestplate from the worst Planet Urban 7 freaking vending machine event of all time? This event sucked, man. I was never able to get past this. And I was out of mop-up tokens. I'm totally out of mop-ups. I used them on mobilization, man. You got to buy mop-ups, you know? So I never got the Shura chest piece. Some people were able to get the Shura chest piece. I'm not too upset about not getting the Shura chest piece. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go to the handbook, go to upgrade, and scroll to the bottom. This item, the Shura chest piece, is a crit wither defense dodge item. Great for walkers. Elf, full metal, it doesn't matter. Just great for walkers. Not bad for airships. I don't think it's great for infantry, but it's not bad. It's a great chest piece. Probably the best in slot for most characters. It would still need some work there. Crit wither's amazing. But you were able to get it for cheap if you had enough mop-ups to keep getting those bananas. But I didn't have enough, and I'm interested to see how many people got them. Do you guys know how many people in your guild got them? Do you think 1 in 5 people got them that are high-level players? Interact in the comments below. It helps the video algorithm, and I'm actually curious. Did you get one, or did you have the same luck as me and just total dog shit? Got to be careful. It's not safe for work theme anymore. Hey, someone bought 426 million gas from me for cash. I'm going to repurpose some more of that tier 11. Oh, I'm rich, baby. All right, I'm gonna have a nice big army for Ace of Galaxy. So if you find me, come get some. Should we go pick a fight? Let's pick a fight in this news video. Big things happening on the channel, guys. You can kind of tell I'm kind of excited. I think I've got so many different new projects I'm working on with Patreon, all the Zenith series. I've got 9 commanders fully fleshed out and commissioned artwork. They're amazing. That Champions of 8 series, the 3 in the background back here. God, that is so cool. Am I just a nerd? I mean, isn't that cool? Isn't that freaking cool? Oh, that's so good. All right, you know what? I'm going to do the Ace of Galaxy, but I'm going to show this off, even though I spent like 10 minutes repackaging this. I had Patreon send me some proofs to show me what the fans are going to get, because, well, I don't want it to suck, right? Like, the whole point of working on art is you don't want to produce something you don't like. But look at this. Ooh, it's so good. You can get a 12 by 18 frame on Amazon for like $20. Decent black border, white background frame. It look really good on. Personally, though, if I were you, if you get one of these after 3 months of Patreon, I would do like 3-inch borders. Do like a 15 by 21 or something. That look really good. Anyway, should we do replays of the week? Let's do some replay of the week. Okay. All right, our first replay actually comes from Sky Kingdoms. This is an Arca War player who's also a Sky Kingdoms player. Bent Nail takes his Delusion Star, which is Gilly, but she's a walker in Sky Kingdoms, versus Vega, who's a Vega, but she's a succubus in this. And it's tier 9 versus tier 9. The gear is pretty straightforward. It's a little bit different gear than ours, but mostly the same. Basically, he's getting a 1-slot bust. He has first strike, so that could have went bad. But instead, here he goes. He gets the Awakening Mechanic, Kraken Gnaw, which is nonviolent resistance, 374 tier 9 airships with 430 walkers. So imagine 430 Gaia killing 330, was it? Genesis. Huge hit, plus the Awakening. That's big damage on Sky Kingdoms because there is no time in Space War crystals to heal. You got to heal those things the old-fashioned way. That's like 500 something. I think it says it in the end of the replay. Yeah, 580. So nice shot there, Bent Nail from my guild, Cha or Chaos. Well done, man. The next user-submitted replay was from Terryman. Terryman's Gilly versus a Stella almost 8 times his size, 7 times his size. Picks up a Gemini with Gilly. Look at that damage. Massive damage. That's the problem with infantry, man. They are glass cannony. You got to be careful. Our next user-submitted replay comes from Ramrod. Picks a fight with Peck. Also gets a bunch of resources in the process. Not too many, actually. Just some shadow matter. But it looks like tier 10 on the left side versus tier 9 on the right. Stella does kill a ton of tier 1 with that Awakening. But It looks like Pisces absorbs the first hit, but Medusa has that guaranteed hit sonar. So once that starts triggering, she's going to start hitting with everything. And that front line, oh, God, there goes the back row again. Here's that sonar. This will hit. One-shots it, which is about right for Tier 10 versus Tier 9. Another sonar. Guaranteed crits. Good awakening there. And huge damage. So these are server-side battles, guys. You got to remember. Losing 1,500 Tier 9, and then when he ends up losing, 1,090 Tier 7. Those are not fun to heal. So congrats, Ramrod, with the big hit. I wish I could have seen the kill event score for that one, but very well done. Another Medusa replay. Back-to-back. Medusa's getting more popular. With the Sui build, she's quite good. Let's take a look at this. This is Sui gear versus a Tier 11. Now remember, Tier 11 can be Swede and also Sui the other tiers, Tier 9 and 10. So it looks like only 13 units per slot, a very little march, but enough strength and weakening to take 0 damage, and he's just going to start crushing.
For a long time, I have watched Americans. Sometimes I have fought them.
That's the whitest American I've ever, or the whitest Indian I've ever seen.
That's him. He didn't mute the audio in his replay, so we get to watch some. He said some 50s, 60s. White man Indian movie. If anyone knows what movie that's from, put it in the comments below. I want to know desperately. I asked him. He said he forgot what it was. Anyway, great Medusa replay. Absolutely savage strength and weaken march against Tier 11. That is not fun to heal. So thanks for that, Death Smiles. And we've got one more replay for you. Anyone know who that movie he was watching in the background? Someone put that in the comments below. I really do want to know that. Actually, we got 2 more replays. 2 more replays. 4-6 self-zero. Uh-oh, it's self-zero? Okay, oh, and we're going to end this on an original Plasma Bomb. So Monkey Tail goes into against... Boom. All right, let's mute that. So it looks like Tier 9 versus what was Tier 9, but all that Tier 2. Oh, God, what happened here? Oh, God. Did A76 Marine just auto-march in his Tier 2? That's like his Fort Garrison march getting zeroed. Ouch, dude. All right, let's end this on a great replay of the week. The original Plasma Bomb. Tier 2 versus Tier 2 was a big thing before Tier 9 came around. Plasma versus Plasma. The Tier 2 versus Tier 7 matchup. If you'd never seen what Plasma could do, this is the replay that made me say everyone has to have a Plasma. Like the face I made. Everyone. If you don't run a Plasma, that means it's because you've never seen a Tier 2 versus Tier 7 infantry replay. Plasma strengths are attack damage and HP. Infantry's weakness is HP, and defense, yeah. Watch this Plasma Bomb. Absolutely melts. Now it doesn't beat tier suppression. Ooh. Now remember, he gives it and takes it. So Plasma can be susceptible to tier suppression. This guy didn't have the tier suppression, and look at that. He kills him with the hit, but also watch this bomb. Oh, not enough. Oh God. You know those bombs go back and forth. This is brutal. Oh, there's the rest. Faulted Genie, thanks for sending me that replay. Listen, if you guys have any replays that you think are worthy of replay of the week and you want to share them with the Arc of War community, message me online. You can find it in the description below, as well as links to the Patreon and all that good stuff. So thanks for supporting this channel. My name is Melt, and we'll see you tomorrow.